Hi everyone, today we're going to be installing a set of side skirts on my narrow body Porsche 911. But not just any set of side skirts, a set of OEM-ish side skirts. But if you recall, last year I did install a set of aftermarket side skirts on my narrow body 911. And this is what they look like. So this is the Ren line set of skirts, which basically is a plate that kind of sticks out from the bottom. And although I was very happy with that set of side skirts, there's this company that recently created a set of OEM-ish set of side skirts that usually come on wide body vehicles, and they made it fit onto a narrow body vehicle. I already installed them on this side so you can see exactly what they look like. And full disclosure, I did purchase these side skirts myself for the full price, so this is my honest feedback. And since I already removed one side and installed it, I can show you side by side what the two aftermarket solutions look like so you can make your determination. This is the Ren line kit that I just removed. And this is the E=MC² kit that I purchased. Maybe the company is called EMC2 or EMC². Either way, I'm going to link in the description of this video so you can check them out yourself. The E=MC² kit installs using all the hardware that comes provided in the kit. So you've got a clip here that actually attaches here. Obviously, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. You've got two longer screws holding the back. Then you've got these amazing 3D printed adapters that receive these screws. And they all continue throughout until the very front, where you also have a shorter screw with a washer. Installation is super simple using a set of common hand tools. Not all of them are needed for you, since you'll be doing a straight swap from not having side skirts. But now let's embrace my professional Sunday work attire and begin the install. You can do this many different ways. You can just do it by lying on the floor, but in my case, I want to make it easy for myself. So I'm going to jack up the car sideways and put it on these little ramps. You can put it really on anything, just to give yourself a bit of space to crawl under the car. Let's drop it gently. Now, if you don't have the Ren line side skirts installed, your preparation is going to be a little different. You can actually refer to my original Ren line side skirt video. I'm going to link it down in the description of this video. But it's very similar and it's very straightforward. Essentially, you just have to remove all the trim from the bottom. And the tool you need for this job is a little pick tool, because the mounting tabs look like this. So essentially, you want to twist them. See, and it comes off. Oh, looks like I lost this one. See, twist it. And it comes off. Then in the back, you've got a couple of Torx screws. This one amazingly comes out by hand. And then you've got this one here. This is your Torx. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, this is pretty normal. And in my case, since I'm removing the Ren line ones and they come with these additional ones, I have to remove this piece because I'm going to be installing the OEM fresh set. So again, your Torx screwdriver. Oh yeah, that's right, I glued it. What glue did I use? Oh, I think I used crazy glue.
20 minutes later.
Note to yourself, do not always use crazy glue for everything, but in this case, it worked. And then once all the screws are off from the bottom, you can simply remove this side skirt. Now, there is some additional prep work that you have to do underneath. Here you have this clip. All it is you take a flathead screwdriver and you pry it open. You see, but they come out super easily. Now is your opportunity to clean the area with some rubbing alcohol, remove any glue residue. Next, I'm going to be installing my optional kit. This is what I purchased myself, brand new. There's a metal clip, and it attaches using 3 hex screws. Next step, you take 7 of these amazing adapters, and it's as simple as sticking them in position them parallel, because these will allow you to receive the screws. Next, you take one of these provided clips and you want to hang it on this new, well, yours is not going to be new, but you want to hang it like this, because the side skirt will essentially rest on it. Another ingenious idea. This little device is not designed for it, it's designed for a screw, but they're using it as a hanger. How brilliant is that? Now, speaking of brilliant, you get a bunch of screws in the set, but when I was installing the other side, I realized that they need to fit a little tighter, because you don't necessarily need to tighten them all the way, because if you tighten them all the way, you get a bit of a gap. So if you don't tighten them, but you adjust them perfectly, the side skirt will fit a lot better. But how do you make the screw stay so it doesn't necessarily unscrew itself during driving? So what you do is you take a piece of Teflon tape and you roll it on each one of the screws, and you want to do it to every single screw that comes with the kit.
One debt to society later.
This is what they all look like, which means we're ready to start installation. Now pay attention, because I choose my words very carefully and I never repeat myself. What movie is that from? Anyways, you take one of the screws with the big washer, not the last screw in the front, you leave put for now, but take the second hole, and you want to just install it gently so it's holding for you just a bit. While that is holding in the front, you want to hang it up here on the clip. You want to basically make sure that that arm is resting on this clip. Then you take the two longest screws and you screw them in from the bottom just by hand. Tighten them just a wee bit. And now you essentially want to go screw by screw and gently tighten it. So now you want to position it as close to the body as possible to minimize this gap. This means one hand pushes here and another hand tightens it. But as you do that, I call it a point of no return, because you can over tighten it, which exposes the gap. So you tighten it just enough so it gives you as small of a gap as possible. And again, that's where the Teflon tape comes in. And now the time has come to lower the car. The idea is to lower the car gently. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is almost the final product. The kit also comes with this trim locker. Essentially, it's a tiny gasket that is meant to fill in the gap that you see up top. But I don't know if I'm going to be installing it just yet, because in my mind, yes, the gap is slightly visible if you're paying attention, but from far away, it looks phenomenal. I don't know if the camera will pick it up exactly, the actual fitment. Speaking of which, they do fit with TLG guards. You should get yourself one of these. By the way, I'm also going to link them down in the description. If you don't have them, you should get them. If you have them, thank you very much. But yeah, this is what they look like. Definitely more of an OEM fit and finish.
10 seconds later.
You know what? Why the heck not? I want to give credit to the engineers that designed this kit, and if they think it fits better with this trim locker, so be it. So the trim locker actually has a top and bottom. You see that little groove? It should be at the bottom. See, there's a little groove right there. So it sits at the bottom. And then another point that the instructions call for is in this area, you don't want to rest it all the way on the trim. You want to kind of make sure that it sits straight. So in this area, the locker is not going to be resting on the skirt. it's gonna be flowing with the body lines. Let's see if we can make it work. So essentially this is sort of like a double-sided tape. You remove the back, and then yeah, in this area I'm not really resting it on the side skirt. I'm letting it kind of flow straight. There you go, so it's a nice straight line. And we'll just continue now with it until the end. So once again, this is the final product, the OEM-ish side skirts for your narrow body 991.2. The company also makes them for the 991.1 narrow body. It is just amazing. I have to say, this looks a lot more OEM, and they flow so well with the body of the car. Very, very cool. So yeah, I'm going to be installing the trim locker on the other side, and then I'll share some photos with you. But I've got to say, I'm super, super excited about this new addition to the car. Every single modification that I make to it, I want it to kind of look and feel OEM plus, and this definitely gets the job done. If you're interested in getting these side skirts, I'm going to link them in the video description directly to the company. I'm not getting anything out of it because I'm super happy with how they came out. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thank you, as always, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.